Ẹ káàbọ̀ padà sórí ìkànnì Chokitable Media. Ṣàlàáfíà la bá yín.
Welcome back to Chokitable Media. Nigerian jailed for kissing patients at care home in London. A Nigerian, Adewale Kodaboh, has been sentenced to 1 year imprisonment for sexually assaulting a patient in the United Kingdom. Kodaboh, a York hospital worker in the UK, was jailed by a court on June 10, 2025, after he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sexual assault on the first day of his trial in April. The presiding judge, Alex Minari, said Kodaboh abused the trust placed in him as a medical professional. Minari said the victim placed her trust in Kodaboh and told him, "You abused that trust." The judge, however, sentenced the Nigerian to 1 year in prison, saying Kodaboh must serve half of the sentence before he is eligible for release. The court heard that the offenses had led to the victim suffering with anxiety and experiencing flashbacks to what happened at the hospital with Kodaboh. The York and Scarborough Teaching Hospital NHS Foundation Trust, which runs York Hospital, said it offers its sincere apologies to the victim. The foundation said Kodaboh had left his job at the hospital soon after the offenses. The prosecutor, Henry Fernandez, said Kodaboh was allocated to bathe the patient, who was in a lot of pain. When he finished bathing the patient, the Kodaboh reportedly kissed her on the lips. The victim, despite being in considerable pain, was said to have moved away slightly but could not avoid the kiss. Fernandez said the patient was left in a state of confusion and felt uncomfortable by the incident. Days after the incident, Fernandez added that Kodaboh asked the victim if she wanted another bed bath and again tried to kiss her. Kodaboh's lawyer, Jerry Shodipe, said he has no previous conviction and had shown remorse for his action. He has held up his hand to say, yes, he is guilty. He shouldn't have done that. The cable quoted Shodipe added that Kodaboh moved to the UK from Nigeria with his family for work, but had now lost his job. You can see the picture of Kodaboh that I placed here. Adewale shouldn't have done that. And that is the conclusion from everybody. What do you feel? What do you think? Do you think Adewale could have used his kisses to take away the pain of this patient? Is it just an act of humanity? Is it part of medical treatment? Was it trained like that to give kisses to his patients? Things happen. I have a few comments for you here. Haha, this guy wrote, he said, leave Nigeria to go bathe patient for London. Only God knows the type of work my friend is doing there now. Even if I collect 100K in my Niger, I go manage them and enjoy my life.
So hello guys, how you doing? Story time. One of our brother by the name Adewale in the UK here has been sentenced to prison yesterday, being the 11th of June 2025. So I'll give you the gist of what actually happened. First of all, if you're not following me, do well to follow me, because I share stories of migrants, and the essence why I share these stories is so that all of us can learn from it. So Adewale has been sentenced to jail yesterday for committing the crime that I would say it was, it was avoidable. Yeah, for a crime that is avoidable. So what happened? Adewale came to this country, I think sometimes last year, with his family as a care worker. And then he worked with the NHS, with the hospital, Yorkshire Hospital. You can browse it, Google it, Yorkshire Adewale. So what happened? Adewale was working that same day, and then he was assigned a patient to look after, which was a female patient. So when Adewale came into that NHS hospital, they discovered that the way Adewale was communicating with other female patients, it looks awkward. And some of our fellow brothers, some of our African brothers, did spoke to Adewale and told him, see, you need to be very careful. This country is different from Africa. This is an entirely different society. So the way you communicate to female patient is different from the way you communicate to female patient in Africa, because anything can happen here. But Adewale kept a deaf ear. So one of these days he came for duty and he was assigned a female patient. This patient was in severe pain, and then he was asked to go and bathe this patient to clean her up. Because of how Adewale saw how this patient was in pain and she wasn't comforted, what did he do? In order to empathize with her, in order to sympathize with her, in order to show compassion, because that's what most people write in their CV, ability to show compassion, Adewale decided to give this woman a kiss to comfort her. But because this woman was in pain, she couldn't do anything, she overlooked it. The next day again, when Adewale came, he was still assigned the same patient to go and look after her. When Adewale came in, he still saw that this woman was still in pain. She couldn't move. She was just on the bed. In order for Adewale to comfort her, he decided to give her a kiss. But this woman decided to report him. She decided to report him to the hospital management. And when the camera was checked, through Adewale gave this woman a kiss. And when the employer called him and asked him, he said that he was trying to comfort her. He was trying to empathize with her because there was no way she could be comforted from her pain. So pain medication, no, they doing work again, Abi. Okay. So Adewale was suspended. So he wasn't just suspended, he has also been sued for sexual assault in this country. See, if there's anything that can ruin your career in this UK, if there's anything that will scatter your career, is anything that has to do with sexual assault. Once you commit a sexual assault, it will be difficult for you to get a job in the care industry. It will be very difficult. So Adewale now has been sentenced to jail yesterday after the hearing, and then he will be going to jail. He has a wife in this country. Report also has it that he has children. So Adewale has not just put himself in trouble, he has decided to put his wife and his children in trouble. So please, if you are an immigrant, if you come into any country, know the rules and regulations. So I don't know, Nigerians, because I've worked in Nigeria for many years before I came to the UK, is that how we empathize with our patient? Do we kiss our patient because they are in pain? Is that how we do in Nigeria? Is that how you do in Ghana and other African countries? Do we empathize with our patient by giving them a kiss? Will kiss comfort them? Will kiss reduce the pain? What is the essence of pain medication? I know we are trying to show compassion, but no matter what, you cannot kiss your patient by any, you don't have the right. So Adewale has been sentenced to jail for sexual assault with regards to kissing this man. So please, this is a lesson for all of us to learn. Know the code and conduct of your job. Know the rules and regulation of your industry. Don't just sit there not knowing what to do. And if you have tendency for women, please be careful, because this country, there are fine women and if you fall into trouble at any time. Alright guys, do want to share this video and don't forget to follow my page for more stories of immigrants. Cheers.
With my lovely ones there. Another opinion, I always warn Nigerian migrating to the UK about these things. If you know if you hold your congee, no go enter plane, go UK. Oh. And this guy also wrote, he said, how do we say village people did this? That is about it. And I'm not ready to give my own opinion on this. But about bathing and, helping patients in the UK, well, the choice is yours. If you feel you want to travel, yes, those are part of the things you have to know. But if it is your job, it's your profession, yeah, if you feel like it's okay for you to do, why not? It's better than stealing. So, the job is good, but the character embedded in Nigeria assaulting women is what has just played out here. Not everybody, but at least you can see and remember the case of Natasha and Akpabio. Let us put it in the front burner so that at least we know this thing happened in favor of Natasha. Thank you for watching. This is Kodaboh Media. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Put your comment in the comment section and let us discuss further. God bless you as you do. See you next time and bye-bye for now.